Dallas said, "Hey, Eric has an idea. He wants you to do this, bad version of Sting, this NWO Sting." And he said, "Are you interested?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm interested." And so that was a big turning point for me because I was kind of not sure I was even going to stay in the business at that point. And then that kind of opened up the door for me. And I remember Eric telling me, he said, "Look, if this gets out, I'm going to squash it." He said, "So, it was really important that we kept it under wraps and so that nobody knew." And I said, I'm on board. I got it. I'll do it." And so that was also when, again, Eric and I kind of patched up that relationship. And yeah, it was a great experience. It was to be involved in something. And I didn't think it was going to be that big. And honestly, I was also, I think it was planned on being a short-lived thing. It was not something I think they were planning on keeping. And after we did it, I think, and I have to ask, you'd have to ask Hogan about it, but I think he liked it, and I think Hall and Nash liked it, and they were kind of like, "Hey, we can kind of keep this and maybe keep being a thorn in the side of Sting and also of WCW and the whole company if we keep kind of keep this going." And so it was something that they said, "Hey, we're gonna keep this." And then to move this story forward, and I don't mean to move it forward, and we'll go back if you want, but that's kind of what opened the door for me for Japan because the NWO was really.
Mm-hmm. Aside from the time that you were in the ring with the rest of the NWO, Hogan, Nash, Hall, did you have a lot of interactions with them? Did you talk about creative or anything like that, or what was your relationship like with those individuals?
I mean, we had a fine relationship. I wasn't at that level, right? So I wasn't there in the creative discussions. I was in the wings, listening, kind of not, minding my own business, not saying anything, just kind of happy to be there, so to speak, and basically doing what I was told. I mean, I listened to what they were saying and the directions they were trying to go and stuff like that. But that was not, I wasn't, involved with them. They were courteous with me, fine, and I got along with it. And later, Scott Hall and I, wrestled in Japan. He wrestled over there, and I, I knew Scott Hall pretty well. And again, I was a big fan of Scott's. He was amazing for a big man, what he could do. He had incredible athletic ability, really had a great mind for the business, understood, the psychology, and was just one of the, one of the better wrestlers, especially at his size, that I've ever been experienced with.